afternoon. My Archangel Michael, may you please move me in time to 10 p.m. to the Lion's Gate portal of 8-8. If we're open to receiving, open your heart and mind to receive. Not really, because I do not know what other people know or don't know. I am doing Reiki. It is a form of energy work that works with the subtle body. There is a nice, gentle breeze flowing in through the forest. Namaste. That's a lot of comments. I can't read all of them. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica, and thank you, Robert. Um, we are light. Got to take that. Well, I have a new. This is a lapidorite. I don't have any mods. That's be careful. We can observe the storm is just as long as we do not step into it. We can observe it as an observer, dispassionate. Uh, well, not for me. It doesn't. Yes, it is Reiki, or just me just sharing my energy. I don't really have a comment on that question. So, are you into remote viewing? Currently, not right now, no. This, I bought it from the store because yesterday I went shopping with my mom and younger brother, and he was like, I like this one. So I bought this one, and I bought one for him. And I believe it's, what is it called? It's like tangerine quartz or something like that. I really like the vibration that it gives off. Like it really connects to the solar plexus chakra. But it doesn't serve like any inherent purpose. It's just a very nice crystal. Remember, the crystals is not the source of our power. We are our own source of power. So the power is not within the crystal. The crystal only reflects your own inner strength back to you in a steady form. You said why the lack of interest? It's not a topic that I'm really focused on. So you said, do you think the lack of interest from the culture about black on black farmers is what makes it so prevalent? Well, okay. Well, because I know this is supposed to be a Reiki slash meditation, and I don't want to go off my topic, but I'll think about it a little bit, just a little bit. I say it's more of a mentality of lack and scarcity that causes them to basically they're like fighting against each other. Shoot. I don't think I can. I don't think I can answer that question right now because I don't know. I don't have enough information already within my mind to come up with an answer that would be correct. I apologize. Mainly because I don't watch a whole lot of news. I do watch some news, but majority of the news is always negative and is always talking about this person versus this person, what this person did. But I'm like, that's for me, that's not mainly important. What's important to me is maintaining or monitoring my own vibration. What am I emanating to the rest of the world? And that's why I say like observe the storm, but I try my best not to become part of the storm. I mean, I do find myself being part of the storm. The storm is just all the negativity that's going around in the media and stuff. Oh, he said, because I seen a group of remote view origins of Reiki, and it was interesting. I haven't unlocked or reached the level of remote viewing yet because I have not put any practice into it. He said, when you say power, or do you mean how hard you can hit someone? Or like in confidence? Power is the power to make the choices consciously and coherently over your life. The power to choose what path you're going to walk. Not the power, it's not physical power of like physically forcing the reality to change, and it's not the power over mind. It's the power over oneself, to control oneself and to make the right choices. The inner power, the solar plexus. Uh, if I meditate, then I can keep my bones. No. That will not work. I think I wash my hair too much. I think that's why it's like this. I would like to see myself sitting in the eye of the storm, where it's completely still and silent. But every once in a while, I will have to step back into the turbulent winds to spiral up a little bit more. Just like still points in the middle of the storm, when we step out of the storm, if you maintain discipline, you can actually ride up and go up further up, and then enter back into another still point that's higher than the still point that you was before, or grander, expanded. Yeah, so it's like a funnel. I can agree with that. I agree that he's one of our, Jesus is one of our greatest masters, but I do not believe that he is the savior of everyone. His information that he brought to us can save us, but we have to save ourselves. He's not going to come down and just take all of our problems away, take away all of our lessons, because then we won't learn. Then we will be codependent. But that is my own personal belief, and I respect anyone else's belief. But that is the belief I have for myself. Well, happy birthday. Thank you. I'm doing my best to stay kind to everyone. And I slip a lot, but I'm still working on it. I don't really know what that means. Accept Jesus. All I will say right now, if you want to know Sananda or Jesus in a deeper way, begin the journey of studying the Christ letters. But before you study, let go of all your beliefs of what you believe to be true and know. Have an open heart without prejudice or judgment of the information and begin the journey. Good morning, good afternoon. Well, thank you for the compliment. I do not understand, but I am beginning to understand. Thank you for understanding. Cap, Kate, was it KAP? Outdoor. I do believe that Sananda, he's coming back in a different form. So what I mean is like when I say he's not here to like save, he's here to for me to guide. So then we can make the choice with our own power to save ourselves by realizing that all the power of choice is already within us in light. I'll briefly cover the Christ letters is like a guidebook to your source of being. It teaches you how to connect with your source, connect with the fundamental makeup of all that is. And thank you. And this is my own personal perception and beliefs. But my beliefs are evolving and changing. Thank you. Oh, hello. Welcome. It's an emoji. I do not know with what. Okay. Oh, happy Sunday. Hello, MT. I am raising the vibration to higher fourth, lower fifth. Hello. And we're getting close to the end of this live stream. How much battery do I have? But I want to give my thanks to everyone who have participated and everyone who has given a like. I'm going to stay on this for a little bit longer. But then it is very sensitive to subtle energy. Very, very sensitive. Like when I wave my hand across, I feel it's almost like my nose, the energy of it's like right here, so it's super sensitive right now. I don't know why. It could be the energy that's coming in. it's like it's increased. So, well, thank you. I appreciate it. I have no idea who that is. I apologize. Well, there is quite a bit of spiders running across the ground. But I have gotten used to them, so I don't mind if a couple of them is running up and down. Like if you look closely on the ground, you can find spiders all over the place. It's just that part of the year. Well, yeah, I did wake up not too long ago, and then I decided to just go live because I didn't go live yesterday. Even though it is 1 p.m. over here. Oh, then it's perfect timing. Because, usually I'll move myself in time within to the time space 10 p.m. because that is the time where your guides and angels are, they begin the process of healing your body. It is Reiki. Imagine all the emotions of joy and light that's within your heart is being pushed out from your hands. So imagine if you had a strong emotion of healing, receptivity, and then imagine that one is flowing out of your palm and one is receiving and it's filtering through your heart and it's going out. Now, you may be receptive to it or you may not. Now, if you don't feel anything, it's still okay. You will get there in time. As long as you are willing to allow energy to flow in. You won't be able to perceive anything if your heart is closed off. Once your heart begins to open up, then you'll be able to sense and feel everything that is around you. Thank you for allowing yourself to receive. I do. Thank you. So currently what I'm doing right now is my auric field, it constantly moves to the left and right, forward and back. Right now I am focusing on moving my field and keeping it centered, because if it's pushed too far one way, then I have problems on this side. If it's pushed too far this way, I have problems on this side. If it's too pushed too forward, then I have problems back in the back. And then if it's pushed too far back, then I have problems in the front. So right now I'm just focusing on expanding it and then reinforcing it so it'll stay in a cocoon shape. But it's permeable and it allows vibrations that radiate at my frequency to enter, and it doesn't allow anything that does not serve my highest good to enter. It naturally bounces off. Yes, I am as well receiving energies of the tree. When you allow your heart to completely open up, it is almost like there's like a pulse of energy. Every time your heart beats, there's shock waves of energy going out. And the shock waves, they exit your body as well. And imagine there's a whole bunch of them echoing out, and then when they interact with the trees, they echo back and rejuvenate. So let's well, have a blessed night. May your sleep rejuvenate you. And also, may you become aware and conscious in the dream. I will need to search up the definition of a warlock. I primarily just love being in and within the forest, within nature. The way I express my love for being in nature may be different from others, but it doesn't make me evil to move the body that I have been given from source. It doesn't make me evil just to move my hand left and right, up and down, and move it. That is not evil to move it around. It is not evil for me to pick this up and move it around and observe it. It is all about your intentions. then the intentions behind the action. This is the action, the movement. Also, when you're faced with negative energy or what some people perceive as being a demon, but I perceive it as just being the thought forms of other human beings. And you perceive it as being a demon, but when in reality, in my perception, it is just the consciousness radiations of a person who is in a lower vibrational state of envy, anger, hatred, and since we're all connected together, when someone's angry at you, it feels like you're being attacked. But what you're feeling is their inner consciousness. They're talking to you. You know when people they get into an argument, and then both those people go their other ways, but internally throughout the entire day, they're speaking and saying what they should have spoken to the other person. Sometimes people will be having a whole entire argument with inside their head, and they be yelling and cussing the person out inside their mind. And then the other person, they feel that, and it feels like someone's attacking them, but they can't explain what it is. So they think something's invisible attacking them. But in my perception, it is just the other person in their mind thinking of the other person and then attaching all their negative emotions to that person. And then it instantly goes to the other person and they feel it. But when you surround yourself in light and make sure that your auric field is sealed off, the intensity of their emotions will bounce off of your auric field. And instead of rejecting it, you open your ear, you listen, but you do not become of it. You just observe what they're saying, and then you ask them mentally in your mind, is this something that you really truly feel? And if you get back yes, then you say, okay, then I can work with that. And you say, I only work. You do this all mentally. Like you think of the person and you speak how you want. You speak how you want them to feel, or speak into clarity of what you're trying to allow them to understand. Okay, clear. I see that as a confirmation that I'm doing something right. Whenever there's like a whole bunch of negativity, it's almost like imagine you're raising your vibration and there's a membrane and you're going through the membrane, you're going up and you're almost breaking that barrier of your consciousness. And as soon as you do that, a whole bunch of it disrupts like the status quo. So then what happens is unconsciously, now I won't say on purpose, but unconsciously, it makes people who's not resonating at that vibration uncomfortable. So they try to pull it down. Imagine like if there's a maze and you're the light and you decide to go up, you illuminate the pathway for everyone else who's underneath. But the ones who want to keep the maze operating will try to pull the person who's going up with light so they can no longer illuminate those who are still on the path below. So what you do is shine light on them as well. And remember that without you guys supporting and helping me, I wouldn't be able to do this more clearly and coherently. because with the support of like everyone who's sending their likes and everyone who's constantly holding the vibration of light, is like we are all together holding this frequency, and then lower vibrational energy may come and they may yell and scream and scratch and kick, but we are still holding the light regardless. So they can be yelling and screaming and yelling, but we're still, imagine if those soldiers of light, and they're all standing in formation with their light, their sword of light, their shield of light, and there's like, one of the tests is, imagine like a person coming in and they're screaming and yelling, and they're trying to hit the soldiers, but the soldiers are still standing and they're not taking any damage at all. And the person can be yelling and doing all type of stuff, but the soldiers, they're completely unbothered, untouched, unwavered. And that's like part of the test the Archangel Michael give us. Thank you. Okay, I have no idea what you're saying, so I'm just going to turn it off. I'm sorry. What? I need to stay focused. Namaste. Okay. Okay, nice. It is lapis lazuli, or just lapis. And this one right here is amethyst and lapis. A little bit of lapis, but it's mostly amethyst. I just really like the energy. When I grabbed it, I felt it just, it resonated with me. David, I don't really understand what I don't understand what you're trying to convey to me. I don't understand. The guy, that's alright. Also, happy birthday. If I'm late saying it. The ground's a little bit uneven right here, so I gotta work with it. So, this tree is accompanying me. Thank you, tree. Here. Maybe I should put it. Well, I can use this. Looks like it's really trying to fall over. Trying to make it fall. Yeah, it's trying to fall backwards. Put this piece of wood right here. Good. Perfect. God bless. Welcome. I don't really have the connotation within myself to see like racism or anything because mainly because I grew up with my grandparents and my family was like multiracial. So my even though my granddad was he said he was Caucasian, he said he still see himself as being black because his grandfather was African American and his grandmother was German. And even though he was like my step granddad, I still loved him as much as I love myself. So I don't really that does I don't really have that. Like I will see it, but I'm like I believe that our consciousness in our society is really over that. Thank you. What percentage? Okay, I got 7. Probably can go like 5 more minutes. I have 7% battery, but I should be good. take time in our day to realize that we are safe within our body. This is Reiki. Welcome. I say welcome from Michigan. I kind of just let my hair grow, but I need to get it retwisted. I always say that, but it's kind of expensive. I am deeply grateful. I think I need to probably put in my settings. I probably just need to, like I see some streamers, they have it in a little box that pops up and it gives a description. So maybe I should start putting information in the description so they can see. No, I am not. I have a full-time job. If I didn't have a full-time job, I probably would be doing this full-time. He said one must confuse the self first to confuse the. That is okay. That's your power to choose what you prefer and what you do not prefer. I do it as well. Sometimes I click do not recommend this channel. So that is okay. Thank you for the like and the view. Reiki, it's also helping with my back and my spine because I'm constantly moving my shoulders. I need to start warming up myself before I begin doing the Reiki. I have a new light. I have this tree who is behind me. You're welcome. It is now time for me to exit. So, may your day or night or evening be filled with life and light. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy. Namaste.